The motion has been moved by an amendment has been offered by distinguished Senator Maidoki and seconded by distinguished Senator Sani Musa that it be suspended for only 3 months from the Senate. Those in support of the suspension for 3 months say aye. Those against say nay.
How can someone be impeached for just refusing to allow corruption? Because what's what happens to Peter Obi? And if you don't know the full story, sit down and gist too. Yeah, I remember when Peter Obi was governor of Anambra State, he was literally impeached because he refused to sign a padded budget. Yes, so he went through the budget line by line, scrutinized everything after the PDP-led House of Assembly. Here people cannot just be inflating figures anyhow. It's not done. And what did they do in return? They impeached him. Just like that, because he blocked their check money. That right there is why many people say Peter Obi is presidential material, a man who can say no to gorgeous padding. In a country here that's almost seen as normal, this is very rare.
To do something and shine, 400 days in office, you tied roads and all that. Don't insult us. That's not development, that's infrastructure. The quality of the human person is what defines the state. So it's not impossible. This can be done. I'll cite 2 examples. One was when Peter was governor, there was this, we were 1 a.m. He said, okay, come and see. See how much I've saved today. Because when he gets a file, he will check the unit cost, check the total. So check the unit cost. If it's too high, he will call people in the market. So they realized that they will give him the correct unit cost, knowing he verifies, and then give a wrong total.
Wait first. Transfer to today and boom. This particular senator is trending for the same reason. Although this particular video is sometimes last year in March 2024, he was suspended for 3 months for accusing the government of, you guessed it, budget party. They said it was causing tension with his comments, but was he lying?
Someone was called to this particular forward submission. I will check it. Myself, Senator Dab, Senator Karimi, Senator Medoki, and they showed their anger about this particular statement. And I said, listen to the Hausa version. In the Hausa version, did you hear me mention Akpabio's name? Did you hear me mention pardon? Even the one that was read out, there was no. So I went to Sokoto and quickly came back to Abuja. As I was arriving in Abuja, here you have a presidential spokesman response. Not on the interview I granted, but on this particular version that I said the president is implementing budget. That I said the president does not like the North. That I said the president does not care about the North. And therefore, because of the filthy nature that the national media took it, I rushed this assembly and countered with documentary evidence what was said here and what I said. Mr. President, if you had listened, all your agents have listened to the Arise interview and the correspondence chapel interview. I said categorically, the president's powers stopped as a proposal, as he proposed the budget. And I said, there is no way the National Assembly will add anything on the budget and it becomes party. The tapes are there. I said the National Assemblies have powers.
The motion has been moved by an amendment has been offered by distinguished Senator Maidoki and seconded by distinguished Senator Sani Musa that it be suspended for only 3 months from the Senate. Those in support of the suspension for 3 months say aye. Those against say nay. The 5,000. So the distinguished Senator Ningi is hereby suspended for 3 months from all activities connected with the 10th Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Mr. President, sitting as chair, distinguished colleagues, I stand to move that the Senate reverse to plenary to enable the chair report progress. I so move.
Mr. President, sitting as chair, I second the motion that Chairman, the Senate reverse to plenary to enable the chair report progress. I so second.
Now again in 2025, this same senator is stronger. His name is Senator Abdul Ahmed Ningi, former House of Representatives, a senator and former gubernatorial aspirant of Bauchi State. This same senator is back trending, and this time he's not even blinking. The man is boldly challenging Tinubu and Akpabio in the Senate, demanding answers over excess borrowing. He's asking the big questions. Where is the man? What have they already learned? This excess needs. Nigerians deserve to know. And guess what? Nobody seems to have a clear answer. It's the same old story. Borrow, or zero visible impact. No roads, no hospital, no car, just debts on debts on debts. So let's reflect, my people. Peter Obi was impeached for saying no to budget manipulation. Senator Mendy was suspended for exposing a similar issue. And now, this same senator is fighting again in 2025, demanding accountability from those at the top. So what does that tell us? Let's anticipate the outcome of this particular protest. The great results to another suspension. As I will always say, we keep our fingers crossed.
We all represent constituencies. We need to go home and say, this is how these monies, when borrowed, will impact in either security, what amount in agriculture. When it comes to state, let's know how much goes into this state. President, I listened to the committee presentation and I listened to Senator Olamileko, the chairman of appropriation. First and foremost, Mr. President, this has to do with our collective inheritance. This is a loan that my generation and generation yet unborn will be saddled to payment or to pay. Yes, this is a proposed payment plan, borrowing plan, but in this document, there is no indication of how these loans will be paid. That is one. Secondly, if you look at the committee's report, on page 3, number 1, that the loan shall specify the purpose of which the borrowing is intended, which shall only be a long-term capital expenditure and human capital development. Going further on page 8, Mr. President, you will now take number 5 under the table. Most NGOs are unable to implement their capital projects effectively due to long delays in funding disbursement. The loans will go a long way to addressing this challenge. Inclusion of this project in the National External Borrowing Plan will enable financial closure and timely implementation. This is not specified which MDS and how much does each one cost.